No,
Oh,
but I'm sure it's somewhere
it's a real thing.
somewhere around the internet. No, the one I found is called a turkey dinner layer cake, which it looks exactly like a cake, but it's got the turkey mixed with instant oatmeal,
That's.
frosted with mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes.
Is this
and
in a bowl?
No, this is on like a cake dish. Like it looks exactly like a dessert cake.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then it's topped with mini marshmallows.
Ooh, something sweet.
Well, after you eat 10 pounds of turkey, you gotta top it off with a little something sweet.
Exactly. Do you eat sweet potato? Sweet potato
I'm not
pie?
a sweet potato fan.
Oh, because Sarah's just found the gotten on the bandwagon, but she doesn't want to eat it for Thanksgiving because she doesn't like the idea of it being sweetened or with marshmallows.
Why?
That's her reservation, not mine.
All right. Okay.
I don't want it with marshmallows.
Pumpkin pie fortune cookies?
Okay. What? Shut it down. Gotta run out and find this stuff.
Made with real pumpkin, ginger, cinnamon. Made with real ginger.
Ooh. They grind us up. It's like Soylent Green.
Cinnamon, nutmeg. Cookies are covered in dark milk or white chocolate and contain one of 5 custom
people.
pumpkin pie fortune cookies. There you go.
But you don't even eat the fortune cookie. You just get the fortune.
Well, these you're gonna want to eat.
Yeah, I guess. Heat wave.
Lay's turkey potato chips. Have you had those?
Turkey potato chips.
I bet you haven't because it's only available in China.
You don't know that.
That's what it says right here in this article.
No, but you don't know that I haven't had it.
I'm willing to bet you haven't had it. Have you had Lay's turkey
No.
potato chip? Okay, thank you.
No.
Apparently, they really do taste like turkey with gravy.
Yeah,
Roasted turkey Doritos.
I've learned that the especially with Lay's that the flavor that they advertise is it's pretty much what it's going to taste like.
Which is
a Reuben sandwich? I don't. Oh, yeah, it tastes like a Reuben.
and sometimes that's not always the case with that stuff.
What, did it taste like a whatever it advertises?
Right.
Not always.
Right. What's your what's your Thanksgiving go-to food-wise?
At least the pickle chips taste like pickles. My go-to. I usually see, some people don't like to mix food, but I'm all about it. It's all going the same place anyway. Why not? So what I usually do is I get...
Okay, you say that, but you won't try the Reese's burger?
No, that's gross.
Okay. It's all going to the same place anyway. If you eat a burger first followed by a Reese's, would you do that?
Anyway, I like
I'm
to
gonna
get a good
I'm
mixture
going to get you on this.
of mashed potatoes, corn, gravy, and turkey. And then I do like... I mix the potatoes, gravy, and corn, and then I like insert the turkey, and then I get one big bite. It's like a KFC bowl.
Yeah.
Essentially is what I do.
See, I've never been a fan of the corn in the potatoes.
Oh, it's awesome.
See, do you like lumpy mashed potatoes?
I wouldn't prefer them.
Okay. Me either. But I also don't... I think part of that is why I don't like the corn is because I don't like the lumpy mashed potatoes. And if I have corn in them, then it feels lumpy.
The viscosity of these potatoes is too high.
Plus, my grandmother makes and freezes corn, and she puts some seasoning or something on it that I think would just get ruined when I mix it in with mashed potatoes. So
I gotta taste the corn.
yeah, I gotta keep it a little separated.
Grandma went through
Gotta
all this
keep them
work.
separated.
All this work.
I'm
not gonna throw that down the toilet. Just because.
But I do enjoy, taking a bit of turkey, sloshing it around the mashed potatoes and gravy. That's fine.
But then, what's your dessert go to?
Um, Usually some sort of pie.
Some sort of pie.
Um, Usually vanilla pie.
Vanilla?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
It's very similar in taste to shoe fly pie,
Oh, boy.
but made with vanilla flavoring and molasses as opposed to whatever the shoe fly
Nope.
stuff is.
Nope.
But I don't
Yeah, I don't care for that.
know. What about you? What's your
None of that.
dessert go to?
Oh, easy. Pumpkin pie and ice cream. Done
Just
deal.
vanilla ice cream or
Yeah. You got to let the pumpkin pie be the the glue that holds that together. You can't have like an
Well,
ice cream.
I didn't
You can't
I
be
didn't
more
know.
excited about the ice cream. It's the compliment.
Well, I didn't know if there was some ice cream that goes extra well with pumpkin pie.
Yeah, pumpkin flavored.
But then
Pumpkin ice
that's
cream.
an overload on pumpkin, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it possible to overload on pumpkin?
I'm not a pumpkin fan at all, so
Oh.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Well, more for me.
All right. You can have my share of your pumpkin pie.
Done and done.
All right.
Have you ever had sweet potato pie? Well, you don't like sweet potatoes.
I don't
Right,
like
never
sweet
mind.
potatoes, so
Cross that question off.
yep. That's a no thanks for me. I don't know if it's the texture or what. I just never acquired the taste.
Have you tried it?
Oh yeah, I've tried it.
Okay, so it's not a case of I've never tried it, but I don't like it.
No, it's not that I've never tried it.
I
I've
don't
tried
like it. Have you tried it? No. So you don't
I've-
know.
Kind of like a Reese's burger, perhaps. No, I've tried it numerous occasions, and it doesn't appeal to me. Doesn't
Here, let me point the finger back at you.
Doesn't kick off my taste
Would you
buds.
eat that Reese's burger?
would I?
Yeah.
I would certainly try it.
Ugh.
I would. I'm trying to figure out the next time I'm going to be in Canada.
the next time. Well, while we're
I don't
here.
know when, but when I find myself there.
Hey, what do you got behind that wall? Hey, we got all cool shit behind here.
Exactly.
Give me that burger.
But no, I'm intrigued by it. I want to try it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we got some games on Thursday. We got some games.
Hey, paisanos, it's the No Punt Intended Podcast Super Show.
What's that from?
It's a Super Mario Brothers Super Show, but it's,
Oh.
all
right.
slightly tweaked.
I got you. All right. Yes, as you mentioned, this is the No Punt Intended Podcast
Super Show.
Super Show with Entertainment Buddha on entertainmentbuddha.com. Yes, 3 games on Turkey Day. 3 of them.
When was the last time your team played on Thanksgiving?
Last year?
Really?
I think so. If not last year, the year before.
Eagles game.
I feel like they played last year, but it might have been the year before.
Beats me.
It's
It's always the Cowboys. It's always the Lions.
Yeah. Yeah, Eagles played Dallas last year.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're not normally one to be featured on Turkey Day, but apparently they were good enough for it last year and mediocre enough for it this year. So
Schedule permitting.
yes, so
2008 was the last time before that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3 games.
3 games. Well, let's take a peek back at week 11.
Yeah, wind the clock back to week 11.
Yeah.
You went 6-7-1. The push being Buffalo at New England because our line was New England -7. I went 7-6-1. Favorites went 5-6-1 because we had 2 pick'ems, so there's no favorite. Home team 6-7-1. ELO model, the ELO model, I should say, went 10-4.
Okay.
So speaking of said ELO model, the guys at 538 have a running prediction for who they think is going to make the playoffs and win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Their Super Bowl prediction is a pretty close-knit group. There's six teams, of which they give the highest chances, and really only a few of them are significant. They are, in descending order, New England, Carolina, Arizona, Green Bay, Denver, Cincy. New England is 33% according to them. Carolina's 18, Arizona's 11, and then Green Bay, Denver, Cincinnati are each like 9 or 8%. And everybody else just dropped off a cliff.
We're not going to worry about those.
Don't worry about them.
Yeah. They're irrelevant.
Circle the wagons for these 6. Don't worry about the rest of them. They can't sit with us.
The last time 2 NFL teams were 10-0, those teams met in the Super Bowl. 2009, the Saints and the Colts.
See, what happens if it's 2 completely undefeated teams meeting in the Super Bowl? Then the Dolphins are screwed. It's like, well, we have great while it lasted.
Well, unless the game ends in a tie.
Oh, no, you're right.
How...
that wouldn't happen.
I can't imagine it would. I mean, but that means they'd have to change. I mean, I guess they have.
No, they have playoff rules, don't they?
Yeah, they have playoff rules. Yeah. That's right. It's basically like college. They just keep going back and forth.
Keep going.
All right.
When was the last time a Super Bowl went to overtime?
Has one?
That's a good question. Move forward. I'll look it up.
Okay.
What did I say?
Actually,
New England is 33%. Carolina is, what did I say, 18?
I just found the answer.
Oh. Well, what?
The answer is none.
None?
None Super Bowls have gone into overtime.
That's interesting. We've had 49 of them. What are the odds?
Well, 50's the magic number, right?
That'd be fun.
I don't know.
Do you think either New England or Carolina is going to win it? That's the crux of my question.
From a fan standpoint, I would love to see those 2 teams, provided they're both undefeated going into the Super Bowl.
So
if they finish out the regular season undefeated, I would want to see them face off against each other.
So you wouldn't want to see them. You would just want to see 2 undefeated teams play each other.
Well, they're the only 2 undefeated teams left.
I know, but you don't have any predisposition to like Carolina or New England. It's just the fact that 2 undefeated teams would meet in the final.
Right, because we'll be witnessing history.
Unless they tie.
Yeah, but they can't.
You don't know that.
Well, according to playoff
what if
rules,
they just saw the Lombardi Trophy in half, and give half? Oh, is then the winner the team that says no, let the other team have it?
Yeah,
and then they say you were willing to sacrifice the trophy, you win.
I think that's how it should be decided.
Can't we just make another one?
I think you're right.
We got a lot of silver sitting around.
If there's 2 teams undefeated, I'd want to see those 2 teams play against each other.
Kings of the Mountain. And then there's only one. There can only be one. It's like Highlander.
And then like you said, the Dolphins will have someone else to celebrate undefeated seasons with. They won't be alone anymore.
Won't be alone.
Won't be top dog.
Yeah, I'll just let that record sit.
We'll see.
Just let that record sit.
I don't know. It's pretty impressive the Patriots are undefeated with the injuries they've been sustaining.
It's Tom Brady.
I know. And it's pretty intriguing that the Panthers are undefeated with the lack of offense they have besides Cam Newton and Greg Olsen.
Well, referee blunders aside, New England won by 7 last time. They could have lost.
Yeah.
They could have won more, but they could have lost.
Well, if they would have won more, you would be 8-6. from last week's record.
Well, ifs and buts.
All right. Anything else from last week? Tony Romo came back and Dallas won by 10 over Miami.
Do you think they'll Do you think they'll win the division? They're 2 back with 6 to play.
I mean, if
what are their odds?
If Romo's, I think their odds, even with their record, I think they're still like a legitimate odds favorite.
No. I mean, according to 538, they also have division odds too.
Okay.
So it's how apropos.
I mean,
let's see.
Obviously, it doesn't help that they went on a 7-game losing streak.
No.
But the NFC East is so bad. I mean, the Giants are top dogs at 5-5.
Well, here's in.
What's Washington? What are they?
Washington. They're 5-5.
They're okay. So the leaders of the NFC East right now are 5-5. The Eagles are a game back?
Or no, wait. Washington is tied with Philly. I know that.
Okay, so they're 4-6.
Washington, the Giants are 5-5. Washington and Philly are both 4-6. Dallas is 3-7. Okay. So Dallas is 2 behind. Washington and Philly are 1 behind, and New York Football Giants are no behind. So, So the Giants are, according to 538, 58% to win the division. Philly's 18%. Washington is 17%. And then Dallas is 7%.
All right. And Dallas has a tough schedule ahead of them.
Yeah, but now they have Tony Romo.
They do.
Yeah,
but
that matters.
It'll be tough.
NFC East champion. Wow. Giants are even. Dallas is plus 300, and that's the second. They're the second most likely, according to sports books. That's interesting.
That's what I was. You were referring to odds of actually doing it. I was referring it to what people are betting.
Right.
But
what's interesting? It's interesting in the discordant hierarchy.
If you say so.
Well, I mean, do you think your Eagles would win, or do you think they're done?
I don't.
Are those birds cooked?
Those birds might be cooked.
To relate that to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Full circle. Like a pie. Pumpkin pie. Yeah, plenty of that. Anyway, speaking of your beloved Eagles, they're actually playing on Turkey Day.
Yes, they are.
What time is the game? 1?
I think so.
We'll be eating turkey while we watch these turkeys.
Yeah. Yeah, they're playing Detroit, and that's a pick'em.
See, the real question is, do they allow more points to Detroit than what they gave up to Tampa, which was 45?
Well, apparently the last 2 weeks, Detroit's only able to max out at 18 points.
Well, you could have said that about Tampa.
Which has been enough, but...
Tampa, the previous 2 weeks before they played Philly, 10 and 18. Whoa. Yeah. Similar setup.
Eagles I don't
suck.
know. There's been a lot of talk about, well, not just the Eagles, but specifically their defense and giving up 200 yards of rushing to Doug Martin and basically letting Tampa do whatever the heck they wanted. I don't know. In a pick'em situation, I think I'd take Detroit.
So is that what you're picking?
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit.
I'm taking Philly. I'm not selling stock on Chip Kelly. If you held stock on Chip Kelly, would you sell it?
Well, I feel like it'd be too low to sell at this point. I might as well just hold on to it. No. I don't know. I don't know who's going to be starting at quarterback. Bradford's cleared concussion, but he's still battling his shoulder injury. Sanchez, as you saw on Sunday, is not very good.
You should just trade for Johnny Football. Bring him over.
He was busy partying.
It's not like they have anything else going.
Yeah. I mean, I think at this point, I'd rather just see their third stringer, that, what's his name, Steve McGee?
Former
I think
Cowboy.
that's who it is.
Stephen McGee.
Stephen McGee.
He's not
Yeah,
on the
he was
roster.
he was at Texas A&M, so he was there.
It's not Thad Lewis.
I don't think so.
No, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Well, Bradford is the.
Actually, you know what?
Seems like it's gonna be a starter.
I thought that's who the. Maybe my information's wrong.
Beep.
Eagles third string QB. Stephen Morris.
R2, get us
No,
this
I'm
answer.
sorry. Yeah, you're right. They signed quarterback Thad Lewis and released Stephen Morris.
Thad Lewis.
That was back in September. So yeah, it is Thad Lewis. See, I didn't even know they signed him.
You didn't even know who their third string quarterback was. And it's come to this.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna take Detroit. I think their defense has stepped up lately, and Eagles' offense has not, and Eagles' defense has faltered. Not that Detroit's offense has been great, but doesn't seem to take much for an offense to move against that Philly defense lately.
Thad Lewis can take solace in the fact that he is a third string quarterback for a bad NFL team, which is exactly what Johnny Manziel is. And Johnny Manziel is Johnny Football. So he's like Thad Football.
Yeah, except Thad Lewis was Johnny's backup at one point, I think.
Was he?
Pretty sure he was.
We've talked way too long about the Eagles' third string quarterback. More airtime devoted to that than is necessary.
He was he was with Cleveland earlier this year.
Cleveland.
Well, during the off season.
Oh well.
But
45.5 points over under.
Under?
Really? Are you saying that with an inflection, or you believe that?
I don't know.
Well, look at it this way.
That was my gut reaction. Was just under.
Philly can't stop anybody.
Well, they can't score either.
That's true. But they can't stop anybody. That's my general thesis.
All right, so you're saying
that's my Thanksgiving thesis.
You're saying they're going over.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, I'm gonna say under. Let's move on. That game's.
You don't want to dwell on it. Carolina at Dallas. Pick 'em. Second pick 'em in a row, which is stupid.
I'm gonna roll with the Carolina train.
So if they were playing on New Genesis, is that what it's called?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, New Genesis. It's a fictional planet in the DC universe.
Okay.
It's where Highfather lives. If they were playing on a neutral field, that's what I'm getting at. Dallas would win by 3. No, Carolina would win by 3. I'm getting mixed up with my metaphors. I don't know why it's not high. Like, are they really like drinking the Tony Romo Kool-Aid? Like I'm drinking this delicious diet iced tea, lemon flavored.
I guess so. I mean, that's obviously you saw how much better they performed when he came back.
Yeah, but it's Carolina,
right? And
this would be the turd in the punch bowl for your undefeated Super Bowl.
Well, right. Both teams are coming off short rest.
But it's Tony Romo off short rest too.
What's that?
I said it's Tony Romo off of short rest too.
Right. I don't know. I decided a while back that I'm going to ride the Carolina train until they lose.
Until the wheels fall. What if they never lose?
Then choo.
Into the off season.
Into the off season.
I've made my commitment. Going to stick with it.
I would not be upset if Carolina won the Super Bowl. I like Cam Newton. They got Fozzie Whitaker. I mean,
is he playing?
Yeah. He does kick returns, and he'll get some touches in the backfield from time to time.
Waka waka. Who wants to see a touchdown?
But yeah,
he should say that.
maybe he does, but he needs to score more, so he'll actually have like a post game interview.
Waka waka, our team just had a better game plan.
All right.
I'm taking Dallas.
You're taking Dallas?
I'm drinking the Tony Clearly, people feel like Dallas could run the slate.
You think Carolina, who is 10-0,
here's
lose
my thinking
to Dallas this week?
I'll tell you exactly what I'm thinking.
On America's holiday.
It's in Dallas. It is a national game. It's Tony Romo. He just came back. Batteries are slightly recharged. I just have this feeling.
All right.
This feeling.
I mean, Cam's a sucker for the spotlight. He loves it.
That's true. Do you think he has a new dance ready?
I hope so.
Like something like a chicken dance because it's Thanksgiving. Is he going to jump into the Salvation
dance.
Army donation bucket?
That would be.
That's the Thanksgiving games, right?
I think so. Yeah. Or are they the Christmas ones? I don't know.
No, it's got to be Thanksgiving. I thought they usually have them there. Anyway,
they might.
46 over under.
Over. I'm gonna say over. Yeah. Over.
I'm gonna be over stuff on turkey and not cranberry sauce. Nobody eats that stuff.
I'll ask this question after the next game. But what's the next one?
The capper is Chicago at Green Bay. The Packers are favored by 9. Packers need this game.
By 9.
Packers need this game. Jay Cutler laid an egg last game. After I put all my stock into him.
Do you think that spread is 9 because Chicago lost to Brock Osweiler and Green Bay beat Minnesota? Like, do people think Aaron Rodgers is back in Aaron Rodgers form again? Because let's not forget the Bears were favored against Denver 1 week ago.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers didn't do so swell.
Well, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, but 16 of 34
against a stingy Minnesota defense.
Stingy. I don't know. It's gonna be cold, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's Chicago and Green Bay.
I know, but Aaron Rodgers has been
It's not like either of them are like, oh man, it's extra cold today. I know,
but Aaron Rodgers has been characteristically un-Aaron Rodgers this year.
You think it's because it's been too warm?
Oh, like you're saying that it's going to rain high of 45.
Or do you think
8:30 at night? That's not a good passing.
Do you think
weather.
James Jones's hoodie magic that a couple of the other receivers are going to employ?
I got the magic hoodie. No, I think it's going to be tough passing conditions.
So
if there was a weather report and they were reporting specifically on passing conditions, there'd be a frowny face. Probably a blue frowny face.
So who are you taking?
Green Bay. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't because of that 9 spread.
I'm gonna take.
Or maybe
Green Bay.
This is the statement game. Like eat your turkey and relax.
I'm gonna take Green Bay.
Jabronis. I'm gonna double check. Like I'm gonna have to double check which belt loop I'm gonna have to go on after all that turkey.
How many servings are you planning to have?
You should try and get 2 hearty plates, and then go for dessert. And then I pick.
Yeah, I pick as well.
Do you do the sandwich? Like a leftover sandwich?
Like leftovers? No, I don't usually do the sandwich.
Have you had the Thanksgiving sandwich from Wawa? The gobbler?
Oh, the gobbler? Yeah, I've
That's
had
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah, and they have the turkey bowl too, which is pretty good as well.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's like what I do. I should have patented it. I'm so stupid. Missed opportunity.
All right, here's the question. Or no, we didn't finish.
46 and a half under.
Yeah, 46 and a half. Yeah, I'll say under also.
Oh, that'd be a good teaser. Tease that down.
If you were a football player and you were offered a piece of the famous turducken.
Does he still do that?
Well, they do something like that, I think. I don't know. But like let's say it's still John Madden and that he still picks, 2 or 3 guys to get first dibs on that turducken.
Hey, you put a chicken inside of a duck inside of a turkey. Boom, turducken.
Which piece? Well, first of all, let me ask: have you ever had duck?
No.
Okay. It tastes like chicken. Slightly.
Have you ever had
greasier,
frog
but
legs? No. Tastes like chicken.
I have not.
Not a lot of meat.
Is there one part of the turducken you would immediately go after, or would you just grab a leg like everybody does?
I don't have a clue.
All right. I didn't ever know if there were certain sections of it
You'd
that
want
was
to get
like
a good cross section of it, right? Isn't that the idea?
well, right. Well, and that's why I don't know if the leg is the best part for that.
Isn't that like the worst part? Because isn't that all just turkey?
Well, that's what I mean.
Doesn't the duckin not penetrate that part of the turkey?
I've never made one, but that's what I would think.
I don't know the physics of the turducken, but I would assume.
But I think for ease of use while on air, they just go after the leg, so you just grab it and start chomping.
Sure.
But I think I'd have someone bring out a carving knife and cut up a nice slice of the cross section and get a little bit of everything.
Carving knife.
I mean, if that's how they really want to do it, but I don't know.
Like a carving station, like a heat lamp and a guy in a chef hat.
Yes.
Nice even slices.
Yes.
Bring your
that's
plate.
what they need.
Fill it up. Get a biscuit.
Just
cornbread, maybe.
Buffet style, and
get some stuffing or filling or dressing. Whichever colloquialism you prefer.
I'm getting hungry. We're still 2 days away from Thanksgiving.
All right, Sunday games. There's a whole plate full, a wholehearted plate full of them.
Favorite Thanksgiving game?
Carolina, Dallas.
Yep.
Most at stake.
Yeah.
There's no steak on Thanksgiving.
But like you said, Chicago and Green Bay. Green Bay needs that game, so that would be interesting to watch too. And then Philly, Detroit's just.
Yeah, but does Philly need that game? Question mark.
Well,
they're not out of it. They're not.
Depends. Well, they're not, and I guess it depends if they want to try and win a division or if they want to start tanking and try and get a high draft.
Well, is Chip ostentatious enough that he would want to win a division instead of being the wild card? Like, he would thrive on that. I'm going to be the wild card. We're going to be a real wild card in these playoffs. Wild card.
I don't think anybody from the NFC East can be the wild card.
We don't know that.
I mean, in likely scenarios.
Well, let's
right now.
It's the playoff.
Well,
picture.
right now the Giants are the wild card.
No, they would be the division winner. Who are the 2 wild cards right now? Minnesota or Green Bay, and then Hot Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Hot Rod Atlanta. Yeah.
Why does this have?
I mean, the Giants would be the 4 seed. I think.
No. The way I'm looking at it on NFL.com, there's four teams will get a bye right now.
That's not right.
What's not right?
4 teams don't get a bye.
Well, there's a wild card round. There's the wild card round, and then there's the divisional round.
Yeah, the 3 and 4 seeds play in the wild card round.
Right. And that includes the Giants.
Yeah, they would be.
So they would be.
How's this set up? Blah 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 blah. They would play. Yeah, the 5 seed, which is right now is Minnesota. I think I'm looking at what you're looking at.
Right. Okay. Well, it's throwing me off because it says wild card round.
It's throwing me off because they gave themselves out. Or they gave themselves up, right. But they went out of bounds. But they went forward, not backwards. Forward in time, not backward in time. In a 3-dimensional surface.
It's pretty unlikely.
You don't know that.
That an NFC. I said pretty unlikely.
It's not impossible.
Slightly unlikely. I don't know. Anyway. All right, let's go to the next games. We got Oakland at Tennessee. Oakland -1.5. Does Oakland bounce back? They're traveling east again for a 1:00 game.
That's bad.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Are you serious? That's bad.
Yeah, they went to Detroit last week for a 1:00 game.
Do they go back home during the week, or do they just stay out east?
I That's a good question. I feel like they go back home, but maybe not. Maybe it might not make sense to.
It is a holiday,
But
though.
well, that's true. And as far as practices and facilities go,
They go
I
back.
don't know.
I think Tennessee wins.
You think Tennessee
Tennessee
wins?
rides it.
All right, I'm gonna take Oakland.
Because you think they bounce back?
I think they bounce back a little bit.
Bounce back.
We'll bounce back.
Well, I guess the real question
think-
is, does Tennessee have anything to play for? Oakland does. Tennessee really doesn't.
Tennessee.
They are 2-8. They are the projected 16th seed in the AFC, which is last.
Yes.
Dead last.
Well, I mean, right now they're 3 games behind Indianapolis and Houston for the division. So
Well, it's a crap division.
much like the NFC East. Yeah, Jacksonville's only 1 game behind, and then Tennessee's 3. Right? Yeah, 3. Okay.
So maybe I'm wrong. Tennessee has nothing to play for. Well, a good draft pick. Hey, we're going to get a
Right.
quarterback. Oh, no, we already got a quarterback. Oh, no, now we got 2 quarterbacks. Oh, no.
How about a receiver, or a running back, or
Yeah, that's not how it works.
offensive lineman, or
Gotta go for the
cornerback?
Gotta go for the high-profile guy.
Yeah.
44
all right.
points, over, under.
44. I'm going to say under.
I'm also going to say under.
All right. Tennessee doesn't score a lot of points and might be one-sided if Oakland can get to the end zone a few times.
Into the end zone.
How about this one? Buffalo at Kansas City. A rejuvenated Kansas City.
See, here's the wrinkle. Tricandrick West might not be playing.
Might not be playing. But his replacement, who was it? Spencer Ware?
Yeah, he's pretty well. He did pretty well.
He didn't look too shabby. Kansas City is -5 at home against Buffalo.
So really, if you're, middle of the road fantasy football like me, you might want to pick up this Spencer Ware fella.
And it should also be noted that Bills quarterback Tyrod Taylor is questionable for Sunday.
Oh no.
So that might mean E.J. Manuel. Although Rex Ryan does expect Taylor to play Sunday against the Chiefs, but not 100% certain right now. I'm going to take...
Just let Kyle Orton do it.
What's that?
Oh no, they cut him. Didn't they cut Orton?
Well, they
Or do they
well
still
they
have
just
him?
did. They only signed him for 1 year, and then he retired again.
No, right. No, F it. I'm done.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Kansas City.
Yeah. Did you know that there's only one football team that has made the playoffs after starting 1-5 since the AFL NFL merger in 1970? Kansas City's on pace to be the second such team.
Who was the first?
F. I had this.
Well, if you're gonna ask the question,
I
you should have the
know.
answer. Come on. All right. Yeah, I'm taking Kansas City. Their running game's been strong. Their passing game is solid with Alex Smith, and if their kicker, puts up
50,000
gets 5 field goal opportunities, that's 15 points right there. So that's what Andy Reid likes to do. Apparently,
Guys, I can just win the game by myself.
he did that the 1 week.
You really don't have to do much.
Yeah, just give me a field goal range. I'll take it from there. He had, what was it? Was it six field goals? 9 field goals? Something
He
stupid.
had 6 the 1 week.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I think they ended up winning because of that.
This was radicchio,
Yeah.
which is a type of plant.
All right, so you're taking Kansas City.
That's a bingo.
Did you find the answer to your question?
No, I'm looking.
All right. Over under 41.
Over.
Yeah, I'll say over.
Kansas City's got a pretty potent offense. Potent potables. No, potent offense.
Potent offense.
No alliteration there, but that's okay. The Cincinnati Bengals, that's it.
Yeah.
They started 1-6 and still made the playoffs.
What year was that?
1970. It's also noted that that team is the one that introduced the West Coast offense.
Huh. I did not know that. Cincinnati introduced the West Coast offense.
Right. Then that's the team that went.
Shouldn't it be like the Midwest offense?
Semantics.
All right. So we're both taking Kansas City. We're both taking the over, correct?
Yep.
All right. How about the super hot Tampa Bay Bucks against
The super hot.
the tepidly but on the warmer side Indianapolis Colts?
Guys, we killed this Philly team.
Minus,
I mean, we got to be
Indianapolis
like,
-3.
Our power rankings have got to be like huge. We killed that Philly team. I don't know. I'm not unsold on Tampa.
Both teams are 5-5.
Tampa's won 2 in a row. They beat Dallas.
They did prior to Romo coming back, but yes,
that's also semantics.
a lot of teams beat Dallas this year. If you want to 7 to be exact, but
I don't know.
Indy's coming off back-to-back wins against the Broncos and the Falcons.
I'm gonna ride the Tampa. I'm gonna ride the Tampa wave.
You ride the Tampa wave
Yeah.
just because they're putting up some points.
Yeah. All they gotta do is make it
that.
sort of close. They got 3. They're getting 3, so it's If they lose 10-9, they still cover.
That's true. I'm gonna go with Indianapolis.
Okay. Because you don't have faith in Tampa, or you have faith.
Well,
in Indy?
I'm sure Doug Martin's legs are really tired after running for 200 yards in Philly, so he might need some extra days to recover.
He probably ran
He
so
probably
far
wasn't
that he
expecting
ran
that.
down to the art museum, then ran up the stairs.
And then did the Rocky jump.
He ran out of the stadium.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Indy. I think they've got a little something going.
And then he was an extra in Creed, in theaters now.
Are you gonna go see that?
I don't want to, but I've heard it's good.
I've heard it's good as well.
But I don't want to.
I might wait for DVD.
That's not bad.
All right.
46.5 over under.
46.5. I'm gonna say over.
Yep.
Not too much defense from either team. The New York Football Giants at the Washington Professional Football Team. Giants -2.5.
The NFC is on the line. I want it. No. I want it. I don't want it anymore. You have it. Yeah. No, you have it. I don't want it. It's fine. I don't want it either.
Well, that's okay because I didn't want it anyway.
Well, it's okay. I didn't want it anyway. See, the Giants
And
are
then
probably gonna
meanwhile,
win.
the Eagles are back here going, "We'll take it. We'll take
We'll
it.
take it. You got Detroit.
Give it to us."
See, the Giants are probably going to win, and then it's going to come down to whatever week that they play Dallas. Like, I feel like the next Dallas Giants game is going to be a big one.
They already played Dallas twice.
Are you serious? That sucks.
Week 1 and Week 7.
Well, that's dumb.
But they play Washington this week. Then they have the Jets, Dolphins, Panthers, Vikings, and then they finish the season against the Eagles.
Tough. Yeah, sort of tough slate. I'll take the Giants.
All right. I'm going to take the Giants also.
They have something to play for.
I'm not watching. Washington's too up and down.
2 up and down.
Washington's got something to play for too.
Well,
They're 1 game behind.
I wonder what RG3's been doing all year.
Well, on Sundays he's been standing on the sideline in like a hoodie.
Yeah, but he's probably holding a Surface Pad Pro, so maybe
No,
he's playing.
he always has his hands in his pocket. He has no headset. He's not doing any of that.
So he could have toys in his pocket.
that offhand. Yeah, he's got like little magnets that he just like plays with.
Rubik's Cube or something.
Yeah. Speaking of Rubik's Cube, do you see the new fastest time is held by like a 14-year-old?
I could do that.
Could you?
Yeah. I just have other priorities. There are other world records I would rather reclaim.
Let's see. What, like Sonic?
It's like Sonic.
All right. Guinness World Records confirmed that 14-year-old Lucas Etter from Kentucky is the first person to break the 5-second barrier for the standard 3x3x3. 4.904 seconds. Huh.
And RG3 is going to break that record.
He also 2 months ago set the record for the fastest time for a 2x2x2 of 1.5 seconds.
Wow.
So
interesting.
He's got a lot going for him. All right, let's get back to football.
Speaking of breaking records, 46.5 points. Over under.
Over.
Over?
Let's go over.
All right. Like
you don't sound so sure.
Yeah.
Washington can put up points, man.
Yeah, but they can also not put up points. They scored 16 last week. Week before they scored 47. All right, that doesn't count. 10 before that.
We're not counting the times that they scored.
Take away the highest test score.
So we're grading on a curve, are we?
What was the other one matters? That and 31. Don't count that either. So maybe they can. Right. You said it yourself. Up and down. Up and down.
Yeah, so they're due for an up. They played against one of the toughest defenses in Carolina last week.
Well, they play. Well, whatever.
And not nearly as tough defense in the Giants.
New Orleans at the Houston Texans. The Texans are favored by 3 because apparently New Orleans sucks.
Suddenly the Texans are actually looking capable. They're 5-5, tied with Indy.
Well, because that division is like, I won 3 games. That's good enough for a playoff spot in our book. It's good enough.
Well, Carolina won their division at 7-8-1 last year, so who knows what this year will bring.
And then Carolina says, I see you're 7-8-1, and I raise you.
Raise you 10-0
to an undefeated season. Maybe not.
I'm gonna. New Orleans is coming off the bye.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say New Orleans.
Me too.
I think Houston falters this week.
No, it's just hard to. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being biased. It's hard to imagine New Orleans being a bad team. I mean, they are. It's just like flip the script.
But Houston has won 4 of their last 5.
I know, but it's behind guys like Tyler Yates and Alfred Blue.
TJ Yates.
TJ, whatever. What did I say?
Tyler.
Maybe his first name's Tyler.
That could be. But I think Hoyer might be back from his concussed issue. Not that, they should go with him by any means, but
Taylor Jonathan Yates.
All right.
So
close.
if you get rid of that A, it's Tyler.
Throw away the A and all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints. Over under 47.5.
Well, since you said that Brian Hoyer's coming back, it's gonna be a shot in the arm for this offense. Over.
I'm gonna say under.
Why? Because you're just antagonizing me.
Partially.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to be that high scoring. If anything, it might be a little one-sided.
I don't think it's going to be high scoring. In fact, I think it's going to be the opposite. I think it's going to be low scoring.
It could be mediocre scoring.
That's true.
Median scoring?
Medium?
Median?
How would you rate your scoring? Satisfied? Not satisfied? Partially satisfied? It's a Likert scale.
All right. So you're taking the over?
That's correct.
All right. Minnesota at Atlanta. Atlanta's -2 at home in the Dome.
Atlanta's -2.
Atlanta lost to Indianapolis. Minnesota lost to Green Bay.
Yeah, it's like you can't really get a good feel for either of those. Atlanta lost, and they're favored by 2.
So if they were playing in a neutral field, Green Bay, Minnesota tied
If they're playing
for
on
the NFC
Krypton,
North.
aided by red sun, which is not like our yellow sun.
What is...
I don't know. It's like, can you really bet against AP and Teddy Bridgewater experience?
Sure.
Plus Atlanta doesn't have Devonta Freeman. Is that right?
Is he officially out, or...
I'm checking.
Because he did leave the game concussed, but...
Concussed. Or did he stay in the game concussed?
No, he went out because I had him on my fantasy, so I was well aware of that he was not playing.
Devonta, we're going to run a sweep. Gonna get grape. Gonna get grape.
Devontae, how many quarters are left?
7. Devonta, quarters. 7.
25 cents.
Early signs are positive as his concussion symptoms were not particularly severe. Blah,
So,
blah, blah. Yak, yak, yak.
Likely he'll play.
He's questionable so far.
Atlanta's... Yeah. Minnesota's tied for the division with Green Bay. Atlanta's heartily in second after Carolina at 6-4. Atlanta's kind of bad though.
I know, you can't bet against Minnesota.
They have Julio Jones though. They have
do it.
Devontae Freeman,
Maybe.
most likely. But I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Me too.
I think they bounce back a little bit. Over under 46.
In the dome.
I'm gonna say under.
I'm going to say under. It's a gut call.
Yeah.
It's an empty belly gut call. Maybe I'll make a different call when I have a belly full of turkey. I don't know.
Well,
That's
you'll
neither
have
here nor there.
You'll have a few days to decide between then. So.
Yeah.
Next up, St. Louis at Cincy. Cincy's -9. What do you think?
The red BB gun.
I'm gonna go with. I don't know. I mean, who's starting at quarterback for St. Louis? Is Case Keenum out? Is he playing?
No, he'll wander on the field.
Nick Foles. I mean, I don't know if it really matters, but I'm gonna go Cincinnati. I'm gonna go -9 Cincy. Cincy's lost 2 in a row. I think they bounce back in a big way.
Case Keenum did not take part in the Rams' light practice Tuesday.
What about the dark practice?
What do you think? Like they pull out all their cars and turn the lights on?
Or they wear dark jerseys.
Ooh,
And
play in
light
the dark.
jerseys.
They play in the dark. Ooh, do they use glow in the dark jerseys?
Oh, that would be neat.
They throw like a light up football.
Yeah, light up football. I like that idea. Yeah, I'll go with Cincy.
Who? Well, Nick Foles has only been demoted, so who knows?
Right,
Yeah,
he's healthy, but
he sucks.
right.
I'm going with Cincy.
42 over under.
Since he's ready to bounce back, I'll say over.
Yeah, I'll say over as well.
They need this game.
Done and done. Next up,
The Toilet Bowl.
the Chargers at the Jags. Jags -4.
You'd say this is the pillar game, right?
Wait, are we at our 4 o'clocks?
No,
not
We
yet.
got one more, but that I don't think that next one's a pillar game. See, I formatted in blocks as a tool.
I mean,
An aid.
maybe Oakland. Well, no, this is probably a pillar game. I kind of like watching Jacksonville though. They're kind of fun to watch. on
Yeah, you
offense.
didn't like them last Thursday
Well, that's because their jerseys sucked.
in their vomit, poop brown. I wonder what the official color was.
Mustard stain.
I'll look it up. Anyway,
gonna-
San Diego at Jacksonville.
I'm gonna take Jacksonville because San Diego can't do anything.
I know. It's like, how do you bet against Jacksonville right now? They're hot.
All right. You're taking Jacksonville?
Yeah.
All right. Over under 46.5.
Can't go against Blake Bortles. Nobody puts Blake Bortles in a corner.
Never thought you'd say that, did you? You can't go against Blake Bortles.
It says gold. That's kind of a crappy looking gold.
Open to interpretation.
46.5 under.
Yeah, I'll say under. I don't know if San Diego can put up any points. They put up 3 last week. Is that right? Yep. So San Diego's on a 6-game losing streak. Their last one was against Cleveland in week 4. So they've beaten the Lions and the Browns, and that's it.
Wow. What a motley crew.
They're 2-8, battling for that first overall. All right. Injuries have certainly harmed them quite a bit. All right. Next up, Miami at the New York Jets. Jets minus 3.5.
This is all gold. Don't have a.
Is that how you feel about this game?
Don't have a pulse on either of these teams.
I'm gonna go Jets.
It's like the Jets lose against Houston and Miami loses to Dallas with Romo.
Miami's not very good. They stopped running the ball as much, and that's what was working for them.
Yeah, they stopped having an identity. They did so well after they got this new coach.
For 2 games.
And then they sort of plateaued out.
Yeah. I'll take the Jets at home at minus 3.5.
I'll take Miami. I'm not ready to sell them yet.
Okay. Over under 42.5.
Under.
I'm gonna say over. 42.5 is a little low, I think.
Yeah, these teams are kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
Extra sloppy. Like you like your sloppy joes.
Just the way I like them.
I like them with a little horseradish.
Well, to each his own. All right. Favorite 1 o'clock.
Oh boy, they all kind of suck.
I mean, that Buffalo at Kansas City is kind of interesting.
I don't know, but is New York, Washington the one with the most at stake?
I'd almost maybe Minnesota, Atlanta, just because Atlanta.
That's true.
Atlanta needs to win.
That might be fun.
Minnesota's still battling for the NFC North.
That one might be fun depending on their skill players.
Yes. All right. 4 o'clock games.
So it's like a turducken of 1 o'clock games. We're like stuffing them all into one.
Yeah.
Getting a cross section is what we're saying.
First 4 o'clock game is this one's our largest marge.
Largest march.
I was waiting the whole podcast to say that. This is the large march of the week. Arizona at San Francisco. Arizona's minus 10.5. Minus 10.5. San Francisco's coming off that loss against the Seahawks. What are you thinking?
Is there any legitimate reason to not say that Arizona's going to win by a large marge?
Well, let's see. In their last away game, Arizona won by 7. In Cleveland, they won by 14, so that's good. They lost to the Steelers in Pittsburgh. They crushed the Lions, and they beat the Bears by 25. So, except for maybe 1 or 2 games on the road, they've been able to cover double-digit spreads. So, I'm going to say Arizona.
I mean, the only thing going against them is they might not have Michael Floyd.
Yeah, but I think they have enough weapons otherwise that I think they'll be okay.
Sure.
Because they still have Larry Fitzgerald. They still have, if John Brown is 100%, With Ellington and Chris Johnson, Carson Palmer, I think they'll be okay.
The ever consistent Carson Palmer.
Yes. Ever consistent indeed. Over under 45.
Over.
Yeah, I'll say over as well.
Arizona probably eclipses that by themselves.
Yeah, if they don't, they'll be close, and San Fran will probably get a garbage touchdown at some point.
Garbage touchdown. Speaking of garbage now, not really. The East team going west for the 4 o'clock. Pittsburgh at Seattle. Seattle is favored by 4. Ben plays, right?
I would think so. They were on a bye last week. He filled in for injured Landry Jones the week before.
Yeah.
With possibly the greatest backup performance of all time. I kind of like Pittsburgh.
I do too.
Kind of like Pittsburgh at +4.
Well, it's more like, do we really like Seattle? I mean, is Rawls the real deal?
He's a beast, that's for sure.
Is he like the premium running back, the Rolls Royce? The Rolls Royce of running backs?
You just had that one in your back pocket ready to go, didn't you?
No, I literally just made that up.
All right, I believe you.
Pretty good, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was good.
How has nobody used that yet?
I don't know, but you heard it here first.
Patent pending. All credit goes to me. You can credit me by using the hashtag #NoPunt, Ask No Punt, or
there
whatever.
You go. That's the way to do it.
I'll think of a better
hashtag. And then maybe you'll win Herbie Fully Loaded for Game Boy Advance.
No, you had your chance. Kitchen's closed.
Is that no more?
That's no more.
What, you start playing it and realize you liked it?
No.
All right.
I threw it out. I use it to prop up a table that was wobbly.
Well, that's a good handyman work right there.
Yeah, putting it to some use instead of just sitting there.
Yeah. Over under 45.5.
Oof.
I'm gonna say over.
I'm gonna say under.
All right. You're allowed. Any reason or?
It's just a lot of faith in both teams.
True.
Well,
I'm saying over because both offenses can put up some decent numbers.
Pittsburgh's defense isn't what you would call good,
but they're not as terrible as most people expected them to be this year.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're not good. They're not terrible.
Sticking with it.
All right. Sunday night game, New England against the Denver Broncos. See what I did?
I gotcha.
All right. New England is -3. The Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos. All right.
That's it.
Peyton Manning is out for at least the next 2 weeks officially, according to the ESPN headline scrolling across the bottom of my TV.
The ticker.
So that leaves Brock Osweiler filling in after his first victory as a starter.
So here's the basic nuts and bolts. Do you think New England wins this game?
I think they do.
I mean, this line is low enough that it's almost like you don't even have to worry about the spread.
Almost.
Well, I mean, unless it's either 2 or 1.
Right.
With 3 being the push. The no action.
I'm going to take New England.
Yeah, me too. I mean, realistically, do you think that Denver could win? The Broncos could win?
I think they could.
I think they will.
I don't know that they will. Their defense is still one of the best in the league. Obviously, a healthy Brock Osweiler is better than an injured Peyton Manning.
An injured Brock Osweiler.
Yeah.
It's redundant.
They still don't have too much of a running game going, but I think all Osweiler really has to do is just keep the ball moving and not have any terrible turnovers. Basically, just play, to his ability instead of trying, to be forced to make things happen. But New England is New England. Brady is Brady. Belichick is Belichick. So that's why I'm taking them.
All right, here's the skinny. This line opened at 5.5. It got bet down to 3. So people are taking Denver at 5.5.
I could see. I'd consider it 5.5.
Yeah, I don't know. This feels like a statement game
for New England.
Yeah, unless you're counting on the garbage time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking New England
or some referee follies, which are perfectly reasonable to assume.
Wouldn't be the first time this month.
Probably not the last. 44 over under.
Are you taking New England? Did you say?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say over.
Over. That's fair. Okay. I'm saying under. No idea why. I typed a U.
Okay. Your finger just happened to be on it, and so you pressed down, and you were like, "Well, that's it."
Maybe I flipped a coin. I didn't, but maybe in my mind's eye, I flipped a coin.
Right.
But there it went.
It's the Sunday night game. It's prime time.
We were doing something at work, and somebody had to flip a coin. The person who flipped the coin didn't have an American coin.
Oh no.
They had a Canadian coin. So instead of heads or tails, we had to choose bear or seal. Because we couldn't remember what the sides were, simplified it to bear or not bear. That was our dichotomy.
That's fantastic. Why is someone walking around with Canadian change in an American environment, environment?
One of the coworkers is from Canada.
So is it his good luck coin?
I have no idea why they had it in their pocket.
Well, you need to find these things out if he's the one that's pulling out the coins to flip.
Oh, I only have a Canadian coin. Whoa. Why are you carrying around Canadian change?
That's like...
Are you the jerk that puts the quarters in and then it spits it out when I get change and I can't use it anywhere?
You should have...
Because all the machines know?
You should have protested the coin flip like baseball managers do when they don't agree with the call. They just draw a P in the air so that the officials know the game is under protest.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that the actual thing?
Yeah.
You just draw a P in the air and
then
it's on?
they go out to home plate and just use their arm and draw a P, and then the announcer's well, this game is officially under protest. And then
he ran through the protocol.
And then the commissioner and upper officials will take a look at it and decide if the right call was made or something needed to be changed or what. But
no, they don't.
Well, they're supposed to.
In spirit, they do.
In spirit.
Speaking of spirits, and people partaking of too many of said spirits, Baltimore at the Josh McCown Cleveland Browns. That almost rhymed. Josh McCown's Cleveland Browns. There we go.
The Cleveland McCowns.
Cleveland favored by 2.5. In a neutral field, the Baltimore Ravens would win by 0.5 point, which isn't a real thing.
And Flacco's out for the year.
Is that right?
So is Forsett. Yeah, Flacco messed up his ACL.
So how the hell are they favored by 2.5?
Cleveland's favored by 2.5.
What did I write? Oh, right.
Yeah,
I was thinking of the 3-point adjustment.
Yeah.
Which is not happening. They're not playing Fictional City.
For those curious, the Ravens did claim Jimmy Clausen.
Ugh.
So...
What has he been doing all year?
Well,
has he been serving as a backup? Or
he was released by the Bears yesterday on Monday.
The hell out of here, Jimmy Clausen. We don't need you. Don't let just let the wind take you out of the windy city, Jimmy.
Just go on and blow out of here.
Tumbleweed out of here.
Oh, Matt Schaub's the quarterback. That's right. So Matt Schaub.
What?
Matt Schaub is Joe Flacco's backup.
Wow.
He is starting. Running back Justin Forsett is out with a broken arm.
Yeah, it's Allen, isn't it?
Yep, Javorius, a.k.a. Buck Allen.
Why is he called Buck?
Why?
I'm asking the wrong dude.
Hey Siri, why is Javorius Allen called Buck?
Anything come up?
It just says his nickname is Buck. So,
It just says his nickname is Buck.
that's all I found. Wait, hold on.
That's tautological.
Let's see. There's apparently he got it in high school. Oh. When he was on the varsity team as a freshman, all the older kids referred to him as the young Buck.
Right.
So then it just got shortened to Buck. And now he's starting in the NFL. I'm going to take Cleveland, I guess.
No, say it with more conviction.
I'm gonna.
What does Baltimore have left?
I'm gonna not take Baltimore, I guess.
Unless we think Matt Schaub's gonna belly out.
Well, unless Buck Allen happens to be a stud. I mean, I don't know. I don't like this game. I don't know why this is Monday night. Why is this Monday night?
I don't know.
Tell me, Justin.
I don't know. Do Monday games ever get flexed, or are those set in stone?
Well, apparently not. Because I feel like this one would have gotten flexed a month ago, 2 months ago.
Guys, we really need to get this game out of
Just
there.
write down Cleveland before my head explodes.
I already did.
All right. Who are you taking?
Cleveland.
All right. Over under 41. This game sucks.
Under. You just said it yourself. Game sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, under. I'm going to find something else to do Monday night.
Supergirl. No.
There's probably some college basketball games on. I'll be more interested in watching. Or maybe
the Maui Invitational.
Well, that's over this week. Over tonight, or actually this weekend. I think that ends. But that game.
The Maui Wowie.
Maybe the Sixers will still be defeated. What are they? They're 0-15 now. They started last season 0-17.
And now we're going to try and break that record.
I hope so. I want them to get that first pick.
Yeah, and they'll never play in the NBA.
Ben Simmons.
Guys,
well, if they're smart, they take Ben Simmons from LSU.
Is he declaring?
I mean, he's a freshman, and everyone's saying that he'll be the first pick in the draft next year. So I think it's assumed that he's going to be here. He's just playing for a year. I think it would be a very big surprise if he decides to go back to college for a second year. Because he's from Australia, came to the U.S. to play college, I think, specifically for NBA purposes.
I guess.
The Sixers don't play Monday. Sixers have Celtics, Rockets, Grizzlies, and then
whoa! We're completely overlooking the shopping holiday that is this Friday. You'll have some. You'll find something somewhere that'll keep you occupied.
No, I mean for Monday night.
Yeah. I'm saying this Friday you'll find something that'll keep you occupied throughout the weekend and continue into Monday.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of good video game deals.
I mean, you're not going to watch. You're not going to play video games on Sunday. You got football.
Right. Exactly.
You got pillars to obstruct football.
Yeah.
I mean.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Save it for Monday.
Thanks for talking me off the ledge there.
Whew.
All right, close one. Yeah, we both took the under, correct? 40 under. Yep. 41. All right.
This game sucks.
We can agree on that. If there were bets on whether or not games sucked, this one would be heavily bet upon. Heavily
bet upon.
As always, we record this podcast on a Tuesday, which means tomorrow is New Comic Book Wednesday. Justin, we've talked about a big one that's coming out tomorrow.
I was going to say, you know what's coming tomorrow.
Dark Knight 3 from Frank Miller. Are you excited, moderately excited, or slightly underexcited?
My usual go-to is to say, let sleeping dogs lie.
So you would have preferred that he not even come back for Dark Knight 3.
Right. Well, and then there's that whole what the hell's going on that makes him want to write Dark Knight 4. Spoiler.
Right.
But
maybe there's a lot of cash considerations that
Oh, I'm sure this is going to sell gangbusters. Plus, it has how many variants? Like 40 variant covers.
Yeah,
which is
it's crazy.
stupid, but it's neither here nor there in the riffraff that makes me mad of variant covers. Anyway, so people I follow on the Twitters they're comic retailers, so obviously they have their grubby little hands on this already. They have said that it's pretty good.
Good.
So who am I to challenge their opinion?
Right. What did you read Batman Europa?
Did you?
Yes.
Did you play Arkham City?
I did not.
It's Arkham City.
Okay.
I mean, it looked good. It just, like, as I'm reading it, it's like, oh, this is Arkham City.
Okay.
I've already played this.
What else are you excited for tomorrow? Or has Dark Knight consumed your longings?
No. I don't think there's anything big coming out.
Fade Out number 11.
There's that. The penultimate Fade Out.
Fight Club number 7. That's some on my list. What else was there?
I finally figured out. I get to find out what happens in Avengers versus Infinity. Finally. And then the book just abruptly ends.
Yeah, I wonder why it took them 2 weeks to...
Oh, probably just to print them all.
That's true. Guys, we completely forgot to even write the ending.
Yeah, no one will notice.
Right.
No one's going to buy this stupid book anyway.
Yeah. So
guys, let's just drum up interest by intentionally shorting the print, so then we can say to not sell it, and then people just buy them and sell them on eBay, and then they'll buy them again because the idiots that bought it the first time and read the story, they have to know how the story ends.
So they'll get it a second time, those suckers.
Flip. Well, how the hell does it end?
There's also the part 2 of Vader Down, Darth Vader series.
Am I missing a page? Yeah, in the actual Darth Vader book.
Yes, this one is in the Darth Vader book, actually. But yeah. Bunch and there's New Providence coming out, the Alan Moore book. I'll have to grab that as well. How about television? How's Supergirl? Are you keeping up with that?
I'm slowly losing interest.
Any reason, or has it just become like as run-of-the-mill superhero show as all the others?
Well, I'll tell you why. There's not much of a central story, and well, I mean there is, but it's just kind of boring. And for being
what is the central story? I haven't watched it. I don't really plan on it.
Every episode, here's segueing into my second point. Every episode basically revolves around her feeling like she's not adequate, and then somebody has to essentially assist her in her duties as Supergirl.
Okay.
Which kind of defeats the purpose of Supergirl.
All right. I can see that.
I mean, the real kerfuffle is what happened on Walking Dead, which exactly what I knew was going to happen.
Did they explain what happened to the guy that everyone was talking about for weeks?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They show that in the first, 30 seconds.
Okay.
And it's exactly what it's exactly what the internet figured out as a collective.
All right.
So the real question is, are people mad?
Are you?
I think it's dumb.
Okay.
I've heard people say at my local friendly comic store that if he is in fact not dead, which is what happened, that they would stop watching the show. Which I'm going to call their bluff.
Well, you have to.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, you have to call their bluff on that.
I know.
All right.
Cheap writing.
Yes.
What are you watching?
Honestly, I haven't. Well, I powered my way through season 3 of Dexter. So I.
That's the worst. Is that the worst one?
Well, I think the last one's the worst one, but.
Okay, it's of the early episodes which are watchable. It's the worst one.
So I'm about 1 or 2 episodes into season 4,
which is one of the best.
Yes, I think it's the best, but that's my opinion. But other than that, I haven't been watching I still need to watch Jessica Jones. I haven't I want to be able to sit down and watch at least a couple episodes at a time, and I haven't had the time to do that.
I need to get to that.
But I've been watching a lot of college basketball, obviously a lot of NFL, and so yeah, it's kind of taking up my TV time at the moment. Haven't played any video games lately, so I was letting Ray was borrowing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I finally got that back, so I might go back and do some of the extra missions.
Here's
weekend.
a fun game for us.
Mm-hmm.
AC Unity is on sale on Black Friday. Guess how much it is?
Well, the one,
or are you cheating and you already
well,
know?
you sent me the link. If it's the one you're referring to,
Yes.
there was one where if you buy one, you got Unity for free. Wasn't it if you buy Syndicate, you got Unity for free?
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one.
I thought that was one
There
of the
is,
ones.
but you can buy Unity by itself.
For what, like $15, something like that?
It's less than that.
$12?
It's less than that.
$5?
Let me just double check.
I don't know. I already paid $20 for Unity a couple months ago off Amazon, so
Walmart is offering for $8.
$8. Oh boy.
Yeah, some of them, if you buy Syndicate, you get a free copy of Unity.
Is that
Guys, how do we sell Unity? We give it away.
is that pre-owned only?
I don't think so.
Okay, because some of these deals are pre-owned only, but
I think that's.
I did see Walmart's gonna have FIFA 15 for like $27, so I might try to jump on that if I can, but I don't know. I don't go out too much for Black Friday, so I don't always get to clean up on the deals.
No, DVDs and games, they're usually pretty replete with inventory.
Last year I did go after the rush, and I got a pretty solid collection of Blu-rays, so I was pretty happy with that. But so yeah, that'll do it. We've got our Thanksgiving games planned. We've got our Thanksgiving meals scheduled. We've got our naps ready to go. Your food coma naps. Be sure to check us out online at Entertainment Buddha, www.entertainmentbuddha.com, where we make you a better geek one post at a time. And Justin, I'm going to let you take us out.
Gobble, gobble.